Decorating mistakes and how to avoid them. Everyone makes decorating mistakes, but now you don't have to. Chances are that everyone out there has made at least one of these decorating mistakes. But it's time to stop the cycle. Once you're aware of these decorating faux pas, you can make sure not to commit them again. Too many pillows. Pillows are meant to add comfort. When there are so many on a sofa that you can barely sit down, it's far too many. Try to limit accent pillows on a sofa to 2 or 3. More than one focal point. Whenever possible, limit your focal points to 1 per room. Sometimes the architecture of the room makes it impossible, but multiple focal points can make a room feel disjointed and leaves the eye without a place to rest. Not testing a paint color. Always test a sample of your wall color before committing. Paint colors can vary drastically depending on the amount of light in the room and the way natural light travels over the course of the day. Paint a sample square on the wall and leave it at least 24 hours before making a final decision. Buying cheap furniture. It can be tempting to buy inexpensive furniture for obvious reasons, but what you save in dollars you often pay for in quality. When it comes to important pieces of furniture, always buy the best you can afford. The exception to this rule is with trends. Never spend too much on a trendy piece, as you'll likely tire of it sooner rather than later. Decorating too quickly. A comfortable and inviting room can't be created in a day. Take time to decide what you want, search out the right things, and don't make rushed decisions. A room will naturally evolve over time, so don't try to hurry and finish it all at once. Chances are you'll be disappointed with the results. Making purchases based on ROI. When you're buying or renovating a home, it's important to think about return on investment, but not so much when decorating. Don't buy a piece because you think it will eventually increase in value. There are no guarantees, even with costly antiques, so only buy items you love. If they go up in value later, consider it a bonus. Not considering your lifestyle. It's important to be honest with yourself when decorating. If you like cuddle with the pets, put your feet up, or eat dinner while sitting on the sofa, it stands to reason that you should have one that's durable, stain-resistant and comfortable. This goes for everything in the room. Don't try to live in a room that doesn't suit your lifestyle. Too many big plants. Plants are important, and every room should have a couple. However, don't overdo it and get plants that are going to grow so much they overtake the space. Find smaller versions that will complement the room and accessorize with them accordingly. Monochromatic color schemes. Decorating in a single color can be boring. If you want to keep things neutral, it's completely fine, just make sure to follow these rules. Too many wood tones. While it's good to have some variety in wood tones in a given room, you'll want to make sure not to use too many. Mixing woods with orange undertones and those with red can be jarring. Try to keep them all in the same color family but use different varieties. Too many large personal photos. If you like to have personal photos on display, by all means go for it. But extra-large engagement, pregnancy, or family portraits can be overwhelming and make guests uncomfortable. Instead of a large portrait, consider a photo wall of smaller pictures. You can still be surrounded by photos of loved ones, just in a more stylish and less intrusive way. Too many patterns. Patterns are great, but too many can be distracting and look confusing to the eye. When you're decorating with patterns, try to follow some of rules for decorating with patterns. Using furniture covers to avoid stains. Everyone hates stains, but if you live in a home where it's likely to happen, it's better to have furniture that is stain-resistant or can easily be washed than covering them up with ugly old throws or canvas covers. Treating every room as a separate unit. A house or an apartment is a whole unit comprised of different rooms. Those rooms, while they don't need to look alike, should relate to each other. Try to coordinate styles and colors to a certain extent so your home doesn't feel choppy and disjointed. Inadequate lighting. Lighting is arguably the most important element in any room. Make sure you have the appropriate mix of ambient, tasks and accent, and be sure to place lights at different levels throughout your room.